Kia ora everyone, my name's Renee and I'm from the Hawke's Bay, which is the east coast of the North Island, New Zealand. I was born in a little place called Pakipaki. My parents were really open-minded, and so when I come to Wellington in 1979, I come here and I've been in Wellington ever since. I've been a transsexual or takataapui for the majority of my life, and I've been with my partner for 33 years. And I'm proud of what I am. Since I've been in Wellington, I've worked on the streets. I've worked in floor shows. I've done floor shows. I'm in kapahaka. I've worked as a kitchen hand. I've done all sorts. I really love New Zealand Prostitutes Collective for what they've done for me and help me as a person. So like I've been a volunteer worker since 1998 for New Zealand Prostitutes Collective. I've gone out on the streets and what we call outreach, and handed out condoms and given information to the other girls on the streets. Before New Zealand Prostitutes came along in 1987, there was nothing out there for us girls, and there was no one to go for help, and like I got raped back in the 80s and I had nowhere to go. And people going to me, why don't you go to the police? I said, what's the use? They're not going to do anything because of what I am. I've got a good GP, very understanding, very supportive, which I think you really do need, and you need to be able to talk to them and be honest with yourself too. So when it comes to the medical things and I've been one of the lucky ones because I've heard a lot of bad stories. I class myself as a woman, right? I don't even say transsexual or I suppose the majority of the time, I've always classed myself as a queen, which is a slang word for transsexual, right? And I look at myself as a woman. My family are very supportive, and they're very, very supportive. And I wrote a letter to them when I first started out, and changed my lifestyle, right? And I explained everything to my father, and because my father's Pākehā, and I explained to him, and I said to him, look, if you don't agree with it, I'll stay in Wellington. I'll never go back home. If you want me to do that, I'll do that for you. I don't want to make you feel ashamed of me or anything, right? So I'm starting to get a bit tearful on it. But my father rang me up. He actually rang me up, and he told me to go home. And he goes, when you come home, I want to see you all dressed up. So I went home and he started crying when he saw me. And he goes, you remind me of your mum. And my mum passed away when I was 16, right? And he gave me one big hug, and he goes, no matter what, I love you. And he goes, and all you've got to worry about is your sisters, your brothers, and myself are all behind you. And don't worry about your aunties and your uncles and everyone else. And if they run you down, just tell them to go and get stuffed. She goes, we're here for you. And ever since that day, it's been amazing. I mean, I can talk to my family about anything, about street work, about medical stuff, anything. They will sit down and they will listen to me. And which I think is, and my sisters have brought all their children up to respect me. I'm always Auntie Renee, full stop. My earliest memory of being takataapui is, I think I've always been this way, full stop. It's always been me. I mean, I was my mum's right hand. She was an asthmatic. So when she was sick, I played mother. There were 12 of us. And I was the oldest. I'm the oldest in the family. I'm number one. And my sisters and my brothers all look up to me. Right? So when my mum passed away, I become their mother. And so I made sure they were dressed for school, and their lunches were made. everything was done. We all had our chores when we got back from school and that, because that's how we were brought up. I remember meeting my mother's first cousin. She was takataapui. And the first thing my mum's cousin, her name was Gypsy. And the first thing that she said to me is, "Kia ora, I'm your auntie call." And I went to Mum, "What's an auntie call?" She goes, "Well, she's actually," she goes, "she's takataapui." I went, "What's that, Mum?" She goes, she lives the life as a woman. And so you just be respectful. And I went, "Oh, cool." She goes, "No, she's a person just like you. So you just respect her, no matter what." She goes, "And that's your whānau." So, And I went, "Wow." And so she was the very first person I ever saw. Chanel was one that actually got me into kapahaka. So they used to practice up there in New Zealand Prostitutes Collective, and I was here working on Saturdays. And I'd be practicing, and I'm sitting there and going, "Oh, yeah, they're quite neat." She goes, "Once you get up and do it," I said, "Girl, I've never done kapahaka since I left school." I said, "But thing for that." She goes, "No, it's never too late to do it." So, okay, then I'll give it a go. Oh, how haka. Well, you can't get me away from it, sort of like, So I'm really glad I've done it, because I'm going back to my roots. And I go to kapahaka, and I'm thinking what my mum and my old koros and my old kuias and that, they all did that. They were all teachers and kaias and that. So I thought, oh, that must be in the blood. I think when the time comes, I'll be going back home, because I want to be around my family before I pass, those sort of things. I mean, it's just me and it, and I know they're just waiting for me to move back home, and but I don't want to go back yet. I'm not ready.